Yeah, g'day folks. How you going? Nice to see you. It's hump day. Let me see. You're Ilana.
It's hump day today.
Yeah, I know. It's
I
it's
don't
that
think
time
so.
of the week. You're Ilana,
And you're Sean.
and together we are.
The Down Under Cruisers.
Yeah, welcome
in.
aboard, folks. Welcome aboard.
I don't
Nice to
think
have you here.
I don't think you're not sure what day it is
No,
today.
I don't. Is it Sunday? Are we there yet?
Well, it's summer. That much we know.
Oh, thank God for that. Okay, first in the chat was but this guy never sleeps.
But he's recovering from his birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Rob from Cruising on the High Seas. Welcome aboard. Unfortunately, mate, because you came on board an hour and 25 minutes early, P&O Fair Star will not let you have their special points.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Oh,
no! Not again!
What a shame!
What a shame! What a real shame! Okay, next on board we've got the governor. Welcome aboard,
G'day,
Gov.
Gov.
How you going?
Hope all is well in old Blighty.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Well, he's
I
asked.
can't get any worse.
No,
That's all
well,
I
he's
can say at
asked
the
the
moment
same
over
question, and then he's gone and said, "Now the big question: will Sean be wearing a cushion as a hat?" Stay tuned to find out.
Cushion as a hat. Okay. Is there something expected to drop on his head?
Yep. G'day, Michael Ann. Welcome
G'day,
aboard.
Michael Ann.
Nice to have you here.
G'day,
So
Josh.
we've got Canada and the UK, and g'day, Josh. Welcome aboard. Hey, mate.
G'day.
How you feeling? I hope you're recovering well. I hope it's just gone over you like a.
Hope you're feeling
Yeah. Well, if it isn't young Mr. James
G'day,
Catanese,
James.
welcome aboard, James. Nice
Nice to
to
see you
have
there.
you here.
And Cindy.
Yep. And g'day, Larry.
G'day, Larry.
Larry.
Please don't say a word.
Yes, the warning. Okay. We've got. I'm just going very quickly through here with the g'days.
Nick P. Hello, Nick.
Oh, g'day, Nick. Nick's counting
34
down.
days,
34
yes,
days till.
We know you're on your way
Yep.
to Dr. Ireland to be sure.
To be sure. We've got young Miss V.
Hang
Welcome
on,
aboard.
I'll do it. Hang on.
There you go,
Hello,
V.
beautiful person.
There you go, V. Oh, well done. Larry, even the pictures, mate. Even the pictures.
No, just ignore them. Ignore.
Laurie, welcome aboard.
Hello,
Laurie, nice to have you here. Nice to see you. Oh, we've got the magnificent Darian with Germany.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here, buddy. Did somebody say spaghetti ice?
I have to have a hug because we were on
that's
the cruise.
right.
We had a hug every day.
Yes. Larry's trying to redeem himself by saying a reminder, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Folks.
That helps.
Thank you.
It does help.
G'day, Puppy the cat.
Puppy,
welcome aboard.
Nice
to have you here. Nice to see you. Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. We've hit the bottom of the
Saturday,
chat.
indeed.
So let's do this. I'm going to introduce a couple to you folks who actually had a very important part to my life. And I won't say what just yet, but the pictures may show you what's what in the scheme of things. Because I actually happen to appear in two of those photos. One being hidden by Ilana and the other one on the extreme left.
I have no idea what you're showing me. Oh dear. Do I have to be worried?
No.
Oh, good.
No, not at this point. But you know what's interesting, folks, is that these people have never been on a cruise. So the opportunity here is for them to ask some questions because they'll be going on their very, very first cruise in March. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the Fantastic Cruising's group cruise at Tampa, but it's going to be on the Princess out of Melbourne going up to Sydney.
So just a little taster to begin with.
Yep. So let me do this. I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to bring them in and welcome aboard Basil and Edith Ornellas.
Hello. Beautiful.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Edith. Hi, Basil.
My sweetie pies. My two little darlings.
So,
No.
Yeah, listen. Let's keep these pleasantries
So
down to a
sweet.
minimum. You've got the general community out there looking at us and thinking, "Oh, little cutie Shawnee's there."
Is he? Where?
Well, right over there behind my shoulder, there's a
Oh.
picture of the four of us: my mum, my dad, me, and my sister.
And who am I pointing to here?
That's mom and dad.
I can't actually. It's a bit hard to see from here.
That's cutie little
I'll bring it up
Oh, it is.
later.
That's a beautiful.
Actually, when I was
Oh, how things have changed.
I was talking to Lana.
Yes. As I said, Mummy's little boy, Larry, is saying, "Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
sons are always Mummy's boys." I have to say, I think.
All right. So let's just get this thing done here. A couple saying g'day.
Paul's here. G'day, Paul.
Larry is saying fresh, yes, especially when we talk about biscotti ice. V is saying, young, how much do I need to pay for that wonderful compliment? You are beautiful people. Well, yeah, we know how young you are because you're younger than us. And Rabbi Sachs Schmimmelhauser will attest to that one. Darian is saying, thought he heard somebody say spaghetti ice. Yes, you did.
You always hear that, Darren.
Yeah. Okay. Laurie is on the phone. Difficult to type. Yep, we get that. That's cool.
Not a problem.
V, what? Thriving? Oh, she's driving. Yeah, okay. Drive.
And thrive.
Okay.
Thrive,
Drive
not
and thrive, right? Get there in one piece. The governor is saying voices finally returned. Now I sound like I've been chomping down gravel for a week.
Oh,
mate.
you can make a lot of money, Rob. Get on the phone and do those phone calls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. No. Rob would
People
do that.
pay a lot of money for that.
Well, he's contemplating changing jobs, so let's see what happens. Okay, so there's V's corrected herself. Thank you very much, V. Okay. Just very. Oh, we got Paul in there, as you said, which means we may have Meg in the background as well.
I'm sure.
Because I know those two are doing something.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Well, they're visiting.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and having cups of tea and coffee and whatever. Larry is calling you a cruise virgin. Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of it. Okay, let me. Oh, he's also saying hi, Mom and Dad.
And
so
Michael Ann is welcoming you, Edith and Basil, to the cruise community. So welcome.
Actually, Michael Ann, the truth is they've been in the community beforehand because, I dragged Mom kicking and screaming to some of our to sit in the background and watch some of our shows. I can use the words kicking and screaming quite happily.
What's Puppy saying?
Puppy's saying, Ilana, I keep forgetting to tell you that I love your short hair.
Thank you, Puppy. Me too. Thank you.
Well, Larry, let me say this. Seeing as I'm the only little boy she's got, I suppose I'll have to agree with that statement.
Rob wants more baby photos.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's wait for his birthday.
We'll
next
find them.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful baby.
We've got Lorraine from Traveling with Special Abilities.
G'day, Lorraine.
Darian's having a bit of a giggle there. We've got Danny D, the super supporter.
G'day,
Welcome
Danny
aboard.
D.
Nice to have you here. It's been ages since we've seen you in.
Good
So
day.
welcome aboard. G'day. Okay, I'm just having a look. People saying g'day, so we'll just get out of there to the bottom.
Bidet Mama.
Bidet Mama.
Bidet hello. As in g'day, bidet.
And we've got Sharon and/or Gary from the cruising scene.
It's
Welcome
Gaz and
aboard.
Shaz. Hello.
Gaz and Shaz. Yeah, welcome aboard, Gaz and Shaz. Nice to have you here.
We're teaching these Texans
we are.
some Aussie
Oh,
nicknames for them.
V. Michael Ann spoiled mum. Can we add Edith as an honorary golden girl in the time for her first cruise in March?
I tell you what, she'd out-golden all of us, I tell you.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
she's a cheeky one.
All right.
You know it.
Let's get to some of the questions at hand.
Right. Why have we brought Basil and Edith to the chat, to the conversation?
They're going to be doing their very first cruise in March, and March the 28th to the 31st. And they're going to be receiving a medallion, which is going to be blue in color, which means it's your first cruise with the Princess ship.
Yes.
Now, whichever cruise line. Now, this was ours. I mean, we've cruised before. We went on Carnival. This was our very first card for Carnival because we'd never traveled on Carnival ships before. Having said that, you're going to have your first cruise with a medallion. And the benefit to the medallion is it's going to be able to open up your room, without you needing to press handles and so forth. We can actually keep tabs on each other, so you can actually find out if I'm in the casino or not, unless I'm walking straight through it. I can actually keep tabs on you as to whether you're going to be in the schooner bar all night.
You mind, Johnny?
The nightclub.
Yeah, the nightclub.
Business.
Well, the other thing we could do is check up on Jackie all the time. So that'll be good. I mean, we can. The benefit to the medallion is awesome. In any rate, how do you feel about going on your very first cruise?
Well, we're very excited.
Looking forward to it.
Really looking forward to it.
Looking forward to meeting your friends.
And well, we've seen what fun you've had on your cruise, and so we're really looking forward.
Do you have any friends that are coming?
Yeah, I think we've got David Burgess and his wife Sue are joining us on that cruise.
No, nice.
2 friends. Well done.
That's a start. That's a start.
Excuse me, let me just clarify something for you, Mr. Ornella Senior. If you look at the chat, they're all our friends. So, yeah.
It's just a shame that none of the people in the chat are not coming with us this time. But
Yep.
anyway,
That would be wonderful.
that's for another time.
I've got to say good day to
Oh, hello, Ashley.
Ashley. Welcome aboard. And there's a few people saying good day to each other. So,
Okay, can I ask Basil and Edith, had you ever thought previously about going on a cruise at any stage?
No.
Well,
Was it something
yeah,
that was in your
but
mind?
I have, but sort of, yeah, I've never sort of got round to doing anything about it.
Many years ago, I used to romanticize about it back in South Africa. I lived in Cape Town, and the port, there was a port that was visited by cruise liners, and there were the castle lines, the Edinburgh Castle, and 1 or 2 of the others. So I'd go on board to see people, but I'd romanticize about taking a journey on the boat. But those things were so far out of reach in my youth. No money, like so many people. So it never came to fruition. So it'll be quite interesting and exciting to go on our first cruise.
We've only waited.
Well, that's a long time ago in the days when it used to. It was a long time ago, the days, Basil, when you could visit people and visit passengers and then get off again. Yeah.
Yes.
Larry's asked you a very good question, and that is, when you get on board the ship, are you going to have any shoeies?
What is a shoey?
It's a small shoe.
Come on.
I've got very small feet.
Well, that means you just drink less alcohol.
Peter, stay away from the wine. Stay away from.
Oh, no, I can stay away from things, but not wine.
Lorraine is saying that he has too many American and Canadian friends, and that we do.
Well, we never have too many friends.
Larry is saying that Mom and Dad going to tear up on the dance floor now.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Yeah.
You never know.
Years ago we would have, but I don't know about now.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have a little dance.
We'll try.
Okay, so
I'll bring my
question
Zilla
I was thinking.
frame on the floor.
It's all right. We've got it motorized.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I was going to say with when Ilana and I went on our first cruise on the Golden Princess, you took us down to the port,
Mm.
and you saw that ship. What went through your mind?
Big. Very big.
Well, the
Just
ship
big.
we're going on, which is the Grand Princess,
Mm.
is just as big, if not bigger.
It's a sister ship, so I think it's probably the same size or slightly bigger. It's going to be beautiful.
Fly you with maps, like Melways, so that you can find your way around.
No. You've got your GPS. It's called
your medallion.
medallion.
There'll be virtual maps saying you are here, and you'll know where to go.
Uh-huh.
So you can't get lost.
I am intrigued. I was involved in logistics and design of warehousing, and it's a whole city on water. It's the logistics behind all of that must be incredible. The people must be really, really switched on to arrange food stuff and supplies and all of the services required to maintain, what is it, 2,000, 3,000 people?
Oh, nowadays it's like 4 to 6,000 people.
Yeah. You cannot believe the infrastructure that is created on these things, and you look at it and you go, it's a piece of metal. How the hell can it float?
Yeah. Do they allow visits to the engine room? Can you have a look, or is that?
They do a. They used to, before the pandemic, they used to do what they call a behind the scenes, and so they would take you to the bridge, down to where the laundry is, their water making facilities, where the plumber, where the sewage went, the kitchens, and also down to the engine room. But it was only a very small view, like it was in and out. The challenge you have is climbing stairs.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Quite a physical.
So we
don't do that anymore, though. When we did the chef's table, we went into the kitchen, the main kitchen, and we were just flabbergasted at the logistics of getting thousands of meals out. It was just amazing how they can do that.
Sharon from the cruising scene is saying it's nice to meet Mum and Dad.
What I wanted to ask you is, do they cater for special diets like Dad's diabetes?
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
You'll let them know beforehand, and then when we arrive on the ship, we will go to the maitre d' in the dining room and let them know.
Okay. And they've got facilities for disabled friends and so on. Yeah.
Yes. And, good day, Philip.
What else do they have?
Question for you from V. What is the one thing that you guys want to experience on your first cruise?
Calm waters.
Yeah.
Then I will say, do not go to the bathroom.
Actually, it's more exciting when it's slightly choppy. Because that makes you feel that you're on a ship. You know you're on a ship when you feel that slight movement.
So, g'day, Philip. Philip is a Melbourneite.
He's a local.
And he's local, and he finally kicked his wife off the computer. I wonder how she manages to sit on the computer without breaking it. Sharon at the cruising scene said that she loved the chef's table.
Yes.
They had the chef's table with us when we went on our cruise.
And V was with us as well.
Yes.
At the chef's table.
Yep.
Great.
Sounds amazing.
Darian, to meet you. They don't know the truth, though.
Yeah.
V is saying the chef's table was fun and she had an entertaining neighbor. Right, Sharon? Yes, she was very entertaining. I won't go into that. Okay, so what's your next question?
My next question. So when I'm not having cruise before, I don't know what to expect. So when you go up the gangplank and you whatever you call it, and you get on the ship, is there someone who meets you and tells you where to go, literally or figuratively, or what happens?
They'll be telling you where to go in the nicest possible way.
Boy, will we be telling you where to go. No,
the first thing you'll do is probably get you've got the medallion. You probably won't need photos taken anymore because of the medallion. Normally there are photographers along the way on the gangway where you can take your initial photo, the two of you together, like a welcoming photo that you can buy afterwards. They often take photos as a way of identification. But with the medallion, because you upload already a photo into the app, you probably won't need that security photo. You just step on through the door and then you're onto the ship.
And then you've got all these people.
There'll be people welcoming you.
There's all these staff members going, welcome aboard.
Yep.
And then where we come on board the ship, I think we'll be coming onto the plaza deck. Where we come on board the ship is where our cabins are. So we'll take you off to the cabin, and if we can, and get you set in there.
Yeah, we'll probably enter into the atrium, which is beautiful, and our cabins are on that lower deck there.
And then once you get on, you can just put your bags in, and then you'll just go to into the piazza right next to the International Cafe, and you'll
have
just
a welcoming drink.
You'll just watch the scenery and enjoy the welcoming drink.
And there's a good people watching place too.
Oh, it's awesome.
Now, just be aware, often when you first get on a ship, because of the turnaround, people will be disembarking.
Right.
And so cabins are not always ready to go to.
So they may hold us back.
You might have a couple of hours before you're able to actually get into the cabins. So because we're only doing a short one, we may well just have an overnight bag with us. So you need to sort of have that with you.
Yeah, rather than carry a full-blown suitcase, just have some carry-on stuff.
But if you have a suitcase anyway, it's delivered to your cabin anyway and left outside the door.
Otherwise, I know there's a strong guy somewhere around who'll be able to carry your bags on board for you.
Well, if you have two small suitcases, then we can each take our own.
So
I was actually talking about
around as that, where one comes off and the other goes on.
Yep, they disembark in the morning, and so the cabin stewards are busy. That's the busiest time, is that in between time when people disembark and the next cruise embarks. So, of course, it's changing bed linen, cleaning all the cabins, getting everything ready.
Oh, it's huge.
It's a massive job, and we appreciate
the busiest day of the cruise for the staff is embarkation, disembarkation day.
Yeah,
it's they call it turnaround day.
Can you imagine how long that would take to do?
Yes.
And if you say you get a drink, so what drinks are free and what is paid for, or is it all paid for?
Question.
Okay, so all the alcoholic drinks, unless you have what they call a drinks package, all alcoholic drinks are paid for.
No, you have to pay for them.
That's correct. They're not free.
Well, the drink package you have to pay for too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you get if we got some mods in there, if they can just
Larry, please.
Also, if you get onto,
Thank you, Michael Ann.
if you can get onto coffees and teas, the general coffees and teas, like their port stuff, their percolated stuff is all complimentary. But
Right.
you can get lattes and those sort of things, which are paid for. You, the best way to do that is through a card. Just want to welcome Michael and Bella's Travel. Welcome aboard, guys.
Oh, lovely.
Nice to have you on board. Give us a rundown where you're from, and
How have you found us?
How have you found us? And welcome aboard. Okay, so
your father's a very heavy drinker. He drinks only Diet Coke or
yeah, I know.
Pepsi Max.
I know.
So
I know.
how much money must I take for those things that he?
Well, you'll figure that out when we know what.
I think
We'll work the budget out once we know. We'll have a look at a menu and find out. People are posting on Facebook.
Now,
how
one
much
of the
things
things
cost.
that we're doing, just for your info, is we've booked. So we're going to get onto the cruise ship on the 28th.
Right.
And on that night,
Yeah.
we will be heading out to the Crown Grill, which is one of the upmarket, one of the specialty restaurants.
Mm.
And the six of us, so we've already booked it. The six of us will be heading to the Crown Grill for our first night's dinner.
And it's fabulous.
And I can tell you, just make sure you're hungry.
So just going back to the original question about what you have to pay for, food in the buffet, in the Horizon Court buffet, and the main dining rooms, which is the MDR, you'll get used to that acronym, the MDR, is paid for, inclusive.
Right. So any other?
If we go to a special restaurant, that is an extra cover charge for that.
All right. Okay.
So Bella's saying that she's in the state of Oregon and travel around with her dog.
The dog's Bella.
The dog's Bella.
Michael.
That's Michael. Beg your pardon, Michael.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Nice.
What kind of dog is Bella? You know, we're dog lovers, our family. What kind of dog is Bella?
Yes, we'd love to know about Bella.
Our whole family are mad about dogs. And, anyway.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you know I want one.
Well, you know I want one too.
Yeah, well.
Sharon asked, when is our cruise? Our cruise, Sharon, is next March. So not that actually, now that we're in December, March is coming up really quickly. March the 28th, we're leaving Melbourne on the Grand Princess, going up to Sydney via a lovely, lovely little, I suppose it's a country place called Eden.
It is a country place.
It is a country. It's a country on the coast.
Yes, we've driven. It's lovely.
It is gorgeous.
And then we're staying in Sydney for one night, and then we're going to fly home.
Now, Sharon, if you and Gary were interested, it's straight after the Fantastic Cruising Group Cruise. So, you know, you can do the Fantastic Cruising Group Cruise, you know, the one that goes from the 12th to the 19th of March, catch a flight out to Melbourne, and then join us on the Grand Princess going from Melbourne to Sydney. I'm sure you and Gary would love to do that.
You know, come all the way for a 4-day,
just bring it down.
For a 4-day cruise.
Yep,
why not?
There we go.
Oh, a border collie.
Michael is saying that Bella is a border collie and smarter than her owner.
Oh, they are clever dogs.
They're lovely dogs, the border collies. They really
You
are.
must spend a lot of time grooming her.
Yep. Danny D, the super supporter, is asking, what is the first thing you want to do when you go on your cruise?
You're tempting my rather rude sense of humour.
Shush, behave yourself. Remember, you're 86. First thing I want to do is sit down in the lounge and look at all the people that are there and just enjoy the ambience of the place.
The first thing I want to do is go to the toilet.
Don't disgrace
Seriously.
public.
Okay.
Now, let me just clarify this, Dad. You were talking about the possibility of having calm waters, and immediately you go to the bathroom. Seriously. Larry's asking a very rude question.
Oh.
What side do you cruise on? None of your
The
business,
front
Larry.
side or the back side? Top side, bottom.
Actually, I believe that we're on port side this time.
We like going
I'll
port
have
side.
you know that I'm a good girl.
Another girl.
Darian is strongly considering this cruise. Well, come on board. Come on down.
Is he talking about ours or is he talking about Fintastic's?
Whichever
sure.
it is, don't mind. Philip is saying a funny YouTube to watch later. Hot Crazy Matrix, A Man's Guide to Women, original for all mathematicians.
Okay.
Philip,
Is that trying to understand women?
yeah,
That would be.
that would, yeah, nah. Let me say this in typical Aussie fashion. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, okay. You're speaking Martian now.
Yeah, that's right. Sharon is saying, I wish we were going on a cruise in whatever stands for.
You can always go on one.
Yeah.
February.
Danny is saying that they like the answer the toilet.
That's usually my answer too, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
February.
Oh, it is February.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I thought so.
I wish we were going one in February too.
Which one's that?
Well,
Anyone? I don't know.
It's
Any.
the vloggers one is
Well, I'm
in
happy.
February.
Yes, and Paul's saying there is one in March. Yes, there is.
Yep.
We know that one.
Yep.
It's a shame that we're not on it.
Yep. Well, Paul's going to be on that one.
Yes,
Meg's going to be on that
yes.
one.
A few people.
Phew. And Darian is saying, and women will never understand us. That's very true.
Darian, I always say, or not always say, Sean is a Martian and I'm a Venusian. And we struggle to understand each other.
Yes, dear.
yeah, well, don't worry, it won't change. We've been married 63 years and we still don't understand each other, so don't even try. Just
So
go with it.
stop figuring it out then. Exactly. Yeah.
Don't bother
So,
about it.
you got another question?
I'm just looking on my... hey, you have to dress for dinner or what?
Well, you will.
You are required to wear clothes, yes. So you do have to wear clothes for dinner, yes.
There may
Is that what you mean?
There may be a formal night in which case we have to dress up, but I don't believe there will be
I
one.
think not for our length of cruise.
For our length of cruise. So as long as you're wearing pants and a shirt in Dad's case, and Mum pants and a shirt, you should be fine for the main dining room. And the Crown Grill's nothing spectacular. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you mean nothing
in
spectacular?
terms of
Yeah, it's just smart. Just
So
smart.
I don't have to change. If I were wearing pants and a shirt during the day, I wouldn't have to change for dinner.
no.
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 Because I'm thinking
We
back
like
to the days of the castle line where people used to go from South Africa to England and they had to dress up every night for dinner. It's not
Yeah,
like
the good news is we're not the Cunard line. You know, Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, all of those. They do
They're quite
stipulate
formal.
formal wear for evening attire, but on the other cruise lines, Princess and Carnival, you can just
Smart casual.
yeah. Don't come in bathers in the evening. Although you could go to the Horizon, which is the buffet, and you could.
in bathers.
You still have to know.
Go and swim before the meal.
You can swim before the meal, not straight after.
There's no reason why you can't swim straight after.
There is,
Why?
because it won't stay down.
Oh, well,
Darian is
Yes.
saying that he loves it. That's part of the fun. that we were talking about earlier on.
Mhm.
Lorraine is saying that she's glad you both will get to experience this with your children. It's a lasting memory.
Yes, yes. Well, we're very grateful to Sean and Ilana that they pushed us to do this, because we wouldn't have thought about it. And if it wasn't for them, we would have just watched them enjoying themselves, and they pushed us to go. So we're very grateful
Just
to
as
them.
long as you don't push us overboard, because there may
We'll
be
try not.
ulterior motives as well.
You can try pushing him overboard.
Truth of the matter is, I'm not allowed to, because if I do, I'll get kicked off. And well,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what your daughter's going to do.
yeah.
Larry says you don't need to wear a tuxedo or a ball gown.
That's just
Right.
for Basil's.
That's
That's
a
a
relief.
Crazy on the ball gown.
It's a relief, because none of us have a ball gown, and I don't think your tuxedo will fit you anymore.
Bathers, yes, I like that.
Bathers.
So Larry doesn't understand the word bathers, but Michael Ann was saying no budgie smugglers. Well, you can wear budgie smugglers if you wish.
Mhm.
Um,
I would
Philip
love
is saying-
burgers.
Philip is saying that P&O Australia has a $1 deposit at the moment and will try and persuade family to go on the 24th of June. Cairns to Auckland, stopping at Norfolk Island for 6 days.
Yes, we were looking at. We noticed that sale.
Yeah, and that
Mhm.
looks.
Looks wonderful, but
Saw that
And then they're going to spend some time before
Lovely.
and after Cairns and Auckland.
at
That'd
Cairns
be
and
awesome.
Auckland. Awesome.
June
Nice.
is cold in that part of the world.
Auckland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
the 26th. Yes, June. June will be
But
cold.
Cairns will
yes.
be warm.
It's winter.
Cairns will be warm, but it'll be cold in Auckland. I'm not too happy about that. You know, I don't like it to be very cold, and I don't like it to be very hot. That's why we live in Melbourne, because you can be hot and cold in the same day.
You
Just
can.
wait 5 minutes.
G'day, Crystal.
G'day, Crystal.
How are you going there?
I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope you guys are doing well in Kingsport.
Yeah, and thank you for all you're doing there too.
Yep. So, a question for you. So, your first thing, Dad, is that you're going to head off to the bathroom, and Mum's going to sit in the piazza and check out the people.
Mm.
What are some of the foods that you'd like to be trying?
Well, you know me, I eat anything and enjoy anything as long as it doesn't have honey with it.
Are you going to
Dad,
have snails? Are you going to try snails?
No,
It's always snails.
no. I'm a prawns man. Prawns and steak and fish.
Oh, you'll get prawns. Don't worry. There'll be prawn cocktail
You'll get prawns.
pretty much every night. And they always have escargots.
I don't
No,
know about that.
couldn't do that.
Just the look of
Hang
it
on.
doesn't appeal to me. Did you eat them?
Thank you, Michael
Yes.
Ann.
Did you get them? Thank you, Michael Ann.
Did you eat them?
Yes.
Yes, they're delicious.
They make them with garlic.
Garlic. Yep.
Listen,
You
don't
wouldn't
think
know.
about what you're looking at. Think about what it tastes like.
If you wouldn't know what they are,
Well, you know me, I'll try anything once.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you want to know, when we took Kenny on the cruise to the Caribbean, he was so gung-ho on trying the escargot that at the chef's table, the chef specifically brought him some escargot, a plate of escargot for him, and he enjoyed it immensely.
yes, but Kenny rates everything a 10, whatever.
No.
Well,
Well,
nearly
almost everything. Okay,
He-
Vegemite, avocado,
and that's it.
and he didn't like was it the
Blue
gelati?
cheese.
The gelati
Yeah,
on
the gelati,
yeah.
Didn't like Vegemite.
We couldn't convince Americans. They don't know what they're missing out on.
What, axle grease?
How delicious Vegemite is.
Well,
Yes.
it's another one of
Say
those.
no more.
If you look at it, you not inclined to want to taste it.
No, it's all right if you have very little, but if it's thick, then it's not nice.
Okay,
But
they're back.
just scraping on the bread, then it's okay. And avocado.
For those that are seeing those trolls, we apologize. We've got a bunch of awesome mods on it. Please understand that that's not what we like to see on our channel. Thank you very much. So if you're the idiot that's putting that garbage up, kindly refrain.
Oh, Rebecca did like Vegemite. Yes. Well,
Yes, we had a couple. I mean, Steve
said it wasn't bad.
said it wasn't bad. He'd have it.
Oh, well, we know that Matt loves Vegemite.
Yeah, well, Matt's not normal.
Well, he's half Aussie. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he's
not
an honorary Aussie anyway.
Yeah.
But if
Larry reckons that Vegemite might be okay in a soup. That's about it.
Yeah, you could you can spoonful in a stew. It does add
salt.
in stew, but not in soup.
Yeah.
I think if you're English and you have Marmite, then Vegemite is very similar. It's very similar. Salty. Very salty.
Yes, Michael adds straight to it.
Larry, yeah, Michael Ann is quick. And thank you for being vigilant. And while Meg is busy having time with Paul, I appreciate anybody who steps up to the plate because I know Meg would jump in there real quick. Okay, so have you actually had a look at any info on the ship as yet?
Well, I looked at what you sent me, but knowing me, it just went in and out, so I'll look at it again nearer the time. Because that, you know me, I got a million things in my head, and my head's so full of all this wonderful information that I've garnered in the last 83 years that I can't keep the things there too long. So I've got to do it just
We just keep it as a surprise when you actually step on.
The good news is there's only 115 days to go.
Amazing, it's going to go so quickly.
God, but the time goes so quickly. I remember you counting down hundreds and hundreds of days to your last trip, and now it's over. And
onwards to the next one.
Yeah, getting ready for that. So that's how life goes, unfortunately. You look forward to something and then it comes and it's gone. But that's the fun of it. Looking forward to it is as much fun as experiencing it.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the cruise and we're going to look forward to the experience. And that'll be that.
Now, Michael Ann, her first cruise was the Horizon cruise that we went on. And she's saying that the first cruise is an amazing experience.
And Larry's saying, having surprises.
Having surprises when you get on ship makes it much more exciting.
Like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Or, wow, it's bigger than I thought, or,
Yeah, it's hard to believe that a month has gone already.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Will it be lovely weather?
Yes.
Well, we're
March.
expecting it to be March is generally a sunny time.
March is, can be very hot.
30 degrees or so.
And the Grand has an indoor pool on it.
Yeah.
It's got a glass roof over one of its pools, so it can still swim.
Well, March is the best time to be in Melbourne and Sydney, I think.
Yeah.
So Sharon from the cruising scene is asking, are you excited?
We're very excited. We're very excited.
We're looking forward to it very much.
And
to being with you and the rest of your friends.
Well, most of the time you'll be spending with family, so it'll be us and Jackie and John.
That'll be
so
wonderful.
that's going to be the Say again?
His best friend, the toilet.
And 2,000 of your other best friends that will be on with you.
Well, to
Do
be
all my
met.
thinking there.
I tell you what, though, going on a cruise and when you're sitting having a drink somewhere at a bar or even sharing a table in a restaurant, because you can share tables, you meet the nicest, most interesting people.
Yeah.
I've heard that from other friends of ours who've gone on cruises and made friends with people that, and they've remained friends with them for forever.
Yeah.
Even if they're in another town or something, they just keep.
Well, just have a look at the bunch of people that we went on the cruise with.
Our first cruise, because on the Golden, because we shared tables many nights.
Yep.
We met particularly some South African people. Remember that fellow? He was a professor or something.
Oh yes.
We met some really, really interesting people.
To be honest, I don't remember.
South African, they would have been wonderful people, erudite and just wonderful.
Larry is saying that his first cruise. Larry's saying his first cruise back in March, he purposefully didn't look up information before the cruise about one of the ports. Turned out to be the best port he went to.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we know Eden pretty well because we've gone on holiday to a little holiday town near Eden and called Marimbula. And we used to drive to Eden. They had the loveliest fish there. And we went to the butcher there because it was nicer than the one at Marimbula. And he was such a nice man himself. So we know Eden, and it's just a beautiful place. The scenery there is magnificent.
Actually, when you're talking about Eden, it just brings back a memory. When we stopped there, we watched some people feeding the stingrays.
Manta rays.
They would bang on the ground with a broomstick, and it would bring them up, and they'd come along and they'd eat the fish. And it was a magnificent scene because all of a sudden you'd see this dark shadow come flying up past us, and it was those pelicans, and they're glorious. They're pure white. They're very beautiful, and they go after the fish that these people are throwing into the stingray. And the last time we were there, we saw a pelican grab an enormous piece of fish, and it actually stuck on his throat, and he worked and worked and worked, got it down. It was just, watching things in the wild, so to speak. So it was a glorious memory. I can understand that you, when you go to different ports and see something all out of the ordinary, it stays with you.
When we drove up to Sydney to take the Sun Princess on our last cruise, we drove up the coast, and we stopped in Narooma, which is just before Eden. And there were stingrays waiting because they knew the fishermen were coming in at this particular time. So the rays were there waiting in ankle-deep water for the fishermen to throw all the dregs over the side once they filleted the fish. And there were seals everywhere. It was fantastic. Well, Eden's an old whaling town, and I believe there's a museum there. And
So I was looking at some of the excursions that are available in Eden, and one of the excursions was going to the Whaling Museum, and another excursion was a day trip to Marimbula.
Or we just have a nice day and just have a pleasant day on board.
We can wander around it ourselves.
Yes,
it's quite hilly. I think just to wander around.
The problem
Philip is saying that in
No, so the problem
Philip is saying that.
Sorry, Philip. Yes, bar fresh prawns. We've never done that. We've eaten them at the little cafes just at the dock. But one of the problems about wandering into town is that the port, the dock, is in one place, and you have to go up a very steep hill to get to the town
Yes,
itself.
correct.
I don't know if
They
you're
might
That's
put
all right.
shuttle. They may put shuttle buses on.
And that's okay, because what we'll do is we'll just sit Dad down on the wheeler, you know, on his frame, and then just push him down the hill, and it'll go straight into the. Okay, shut up, Sean.
Yes, I know. Also,
He's a charmer, isn't he?
Larry says he would love to see a manta ray.
yes,
They're huge,
yes.
very big.
We saw some with the
Fascinating.
Tampa Aquarium.
And fascinating.
Well, join us on the cruise and we may see a manta ray.
Yeah, that's right. Come on down, Larry. You're only coming from Canada.
Well, when you're coming, I don't know what the weather's like there in March, but in our part of the world, March is beautiful, the weather. It's not hot.
Ma, they talk about a heat wave in he's from a place called Powell River, and he talks about his weather. They're having heat waves at 12 degrees. So he'll come down and, you know.
Actually, it reminds me of my friend Laura's grandson came to visit her for her 90th birthday, and it was really cold here. It was about 11 degrees for us. That was cold. And he was walking around in T-shirts, and we said, you know, what's this business? It's cold. He says, I'm Canadian. And that was all he needed to say. For him, it wasn't
Lorraine is saying that if you guys fall in love with cruising, I'll have to get a second job. She's not wrong.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Larry, what, if
question.
any, are the dangers like in Australia visiting ports?
What endangers? I don't know what you mean. As in the water? As in just general safety? Crime? Very safe. Yep.
Australia is safe at the moment.
Well, if you're at the Great Barrier Reef, for example, and you're going on an excursion, or you just follow the instructions of the
you don't
the
do stupid things like what's his name? What bloke is his crikey?
Steve Ewan.
Crikey,
And try and ride on a manta ray because it'll kill you. But if you don't ride on a manta ray, you're very safe.
Stay away from stingrays.
In terms of crime, Larry, Australia is relatively safe.
We don't have an issue.
We don't have that much of an issue.
Really?
And we don't have to worry about that lead spray that I can't talk about
Don't start.
that subject.
Don't start.
Yeah, okay.
And
that one went right through to the keeper.
yeah, well, we're not supposed to know about it.
I
So
see.
don't talk about it. Yes, it's safe, the crime way. There's some places that if you're surfing and you don't do what you're told by the lifesavers, there are sharks at times and rocks. But the lifesavers have helicopters that go over the surf beaches and look for sharks. And if they see sharks, they'll tell you not to surf. But if you surf and you don't listen, then you're laying yourself open to being attacked by a shark.
Philip would dearly love to upgrade to a grand suite. I know that it includes a fireplace and a large balcony with a hot tub and teak wood furniture, as well as a bedroom with panoramic windows, separate seating area with a sofa bed. The problem is the surname is Ornellas, not Onassis.
A fireplace on a ship? Interesting.
Larry
loves sharks. That's the problem. Yes.
This is Australia, mate, and bull sharks here love Aussies.
You got to listen to what you're told by the lifesavers
with the flags.
Yeah. And you're safe.
So, your first cruise coming up in 115 days.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, won't be your last one.
Yes.
I hope so.
And all I'm going to say is just understand that when you're on this ship, everything that you do will be life-changing. For example, you're on a thing that sails you from one place to another. You're in a hotel. You've got accommodation. You've got transport. You've got
Entertainment. Don't forget the
you've
shows.
got food, all for the same cost. And it's just incredible.
It's so
You're
exciting.
going to have an absolute fun time.
And the best sunrises and sunsets on the ocean. Amazing. Yep. Well worth getting up early for.
Well, that's not a problem. That's
No.
not a problem. Is it?
Correct.
For me, up as 5 o'clock. I'm up.
Yeah.
Go up on deck and have a look at,
I might
Yeah,
even
you can.
the sunrise. Take a photo. It's beautiful.
Yep.
I might even wake him up. I won't be too popular, but I'll wake him up.
Well, you can pass the International Cafe that's open that early and get yourself a coffee and a croissant.
Incidentally,
on deck.
are there facilities for making tea and coffee in the cabins?
No. But getting tea and coffee is not that difficult.
Because you're right next to the International Cafe. Just pop out your room.
A, you're right next to the International Cafe. B, room service.
Right, okay.
You can
Well,
order through the medallion.
I don't know about popping out in my shorty pajamas. I won't be a pretty sight.
Do you know what? I reckon they've seen everything, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, I think early in the morning,
Yeah.
you just ask the cabin steward for a robe, and they'll provide a robe. Just don't souvenir it. Oops. How did that get into my suitcase when you get home?
Yeah.
No.
They'll send you an account.
Okay, no,
So-
I won't. Yeah.
Lorraine is wishing you to be blessed with fair winds and calm seas.
Indeed.
Thank
Thank you.
you. That's wonderful. What a lovely thing to wish. I really appreciate it.
And before, go on.
No, I'm just saying thank you.
Before we jump out of the chat, because it's almost been an hour that
Wow.
we've been talking.
Larry's saying, what? Towels aren't free? Weren't free? Uh-oh.
Ship,
Did you
Larry.
have some extra towels with you, Larry, when you got home?
Yeah.
And the beds, the
the
princess
beds. Oh,
beds.
you're gonna love the beds.
OMG, they are the best beds at sea. Amazing. You will sleep
Lovely.
like a log.
I
He
hope,
does that anyway.
You do. They're incredible.
I hope so.
And
So,
yummy chocolate dessert. Sorry, from Norman Love.
Now we're talking.
Chocolate dessert, Basil. Yum, yum. Amazing chocolate
Two
dessert.
chocoholics here. That's really something.
so what we're going to do, we're at the top of the hour. We're going to take you guys down. If you hang around, we'll have a bit of a chat afterwards. But what I'm going to do is sign out of the session today. Just wishing everybody a fantastic week. Those that are at the Kenny's Kingsport project,
Yeah,
folks, you have a safe week.
yeah.
And you guys are doing amazing stuff there. For the rest of us, we will be back on board on Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. our time, which is Sparrow Fight your time. And then again next week, Saturday. I mean, your Friday night for those across the pond.
Thank you so much.
Never know.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for joining us
Appreciate
today.
it.
And
Have a great weekend.
catch you later, Basil,
Bye.
Edith.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us, Mill and Phil.
And for the rest of you guys, see you soon.
See you soon.
Have a great day.
Good night, all.